But how come all of a sudden you're still the same person that used the fire extinguisher on the girl? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Comforted and this is just too comfy. If you're new on this channel, guys, you're highly welcome. Do want to hit the subscribe button and the post notification bell. In that way you get to know when I post a new video. Yeah, if you're new on this channel, I'm a Nigerian based YouTuber based in Akwa Ibom. Yeah, Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. Yeah, you're welcome to my channel. Hey guys, so today I am going to be bringing a gist for you guys again. I've actually made a video on this particular gist I want to talk about now before on this channel. If you haven't watched that video, you can go down to maybe I'm going to leave the link to that video on this particular video right now. I'm going to leave the link to the video I'm talking about on this link on this channel right now. So I made a video about this Uwa'S case. A lot of you, if you haven't heard about this Uwa'S case and everything, Uwa is a girl that was murdered on the 27th of May. That was on 27th of May this year. That's 2020. There was a news about this girl that went to a church to read and stuff like that, and then she was raped and murdered and all those kind of stuff. And I made a video to that effect on this channel. We're just talking. Back then we didn't actually know the gist about the whole stuff, and after I made that post, a lot of gist came up about the same matter, that the girl, there was an allegation that it was the pastor of the church that paid about 1 point something million naira for the girl to be murdered because she was pregnant for him and he didn't want it to be known, and a lot of gist like that, which we actually did believe. But all of a sudden, lately, I think about 2 weeks ago, I started seeing another post about the same Uwa'S case, because there were a lot of investigations going on the matter, and all of us were just hoping on the police and everybody to bring the real gist for us. Let's know what really happened to this girl. So along the line, I started seeing a post like 2 weeks back or thereabout about the whole gist and everything. I was like, okay, I'm going to bring it up for you guys on this channel and all that. So much later, I decided to just dig deep into the matter, and I saw that I'm just going to bring you guys the gist as it is. So the new gist now is that it's not the pastor of the church that actually did pay all those ones were allegations. The pastor didn't pay anybody to go kill the girl. The girl wasn't pregnant for the pastor or whatever. So the new gist we now heard was that it was the landlady of this girl that paid a group of boys to go kill her because he wanted to use her for business, to promote his market and business and all that, and that she had already been having the knowledge that this girl always goes there to read and in the church because it's quiet and she's always going there to read. So she actually organized these boys to go kill her. Gave according to the allegation, to gave them a sum of 1 point something million naira to go kill the girl, which they did, and they went to the church and whatever. So much later, and I saw another post prior to as in still on the same matter, which actually there was an investigation, as like there was an interview conducted on this suspect, because a lot of people have been arrested just via the same issue. So they were like investigations and interrogations on the suspect. So there's this alleged the main person, like should I call him the main culprit in this whole stuff. So when he was being interrogated, he started talking that what actually happened that day was that he was just that he's a bricklayer and a carpenter on a normal ground, and he didn't have any job to do that day. Then he was just strolling on the street of his house. Then he stumbled upon his friend, which happens he mentioned the name. I don't actually want to go into details of mentioning the names of the culprits on this video. So he said he actually saw his friend, and his friend actually spoke to him, and they got like chatting. They told him to come, let them go to an uncompleted building, which they went there and they took some drinks. And during the process of taking the drinks, he told him that there is a deal, and he was like, okay, what's the deal about? And these three guys now came, and as another set of people now, three guys came towards them, and his friend now introduced the three guys to them. To him, making them know that all of them are in the business together. So he was like, what's the business about? They told him that the business had 1 million naira involved, and him, according to him, didn't really know what the business was about, but he decided, because of the money, he decided to dabble into it, and they left that afternoon towards the church. So when they got to the church, at first he said they told him to look at the road and be supervising and everything. So along the line, all of them later went into the church, and one of that his friend that he met that introduced him to this business now went to the altar in front of the church to go, like as if he was praying, while the other three sat on the seat. And when the three sat down, he was told to move towards the girl, and when they entered inside the church, the girl was just alone reading her book, just backing the other side of backing them. So he went towards the girl and started like talking with the girl, having a chip chat with the girl. When he was chatting with the girl, the other guys rushed the girl from the back and hit her with a stick. And he was like, what's happening? He didn't know. He was trying to like, what's happening here? What's going on? And it was like all of them were not against him, so he didn't say anything. He just looked up, and whatever he was the one that carried the fire extinguisher and hit it on the girl. And much later they left. They took a handkerchief and cleaned the girl's mouth, the blood from the girl's mouth. According to him, there was no rape, but guys, autopsy says there was rape. But the guy said there was no rape. So they used the handkerchief and cleaned the girl's mouth and took it back to the uncompleted building and went to share the money. So during the process of trying to share the money, he saw his landlady coming, like the person talking now. He saw his landlady coming, and the handkerchief was handed over to his landlady. He was like, what's happening? The landlady was like, when we get home, we're going to discuss it. So when everything happened and they did not share the money, they ran away with the money, the guy was just giving a whole lot of story which doesn't really add up. And when they now asked the landlady said she didn't know anything about this case. She denied the case, and the friend too denied the case. He said he doesn't know anything about this case and that the whole thing was an allegation and is a lie. So right now, there were a lot of arrests. They arrested the pastor, arrested this one, and arrested that one. The guy said when he noticed there were a lot of arrests, he decided to come up and confess that this his said friend told him not to actually tell anybody the whole thing, and they took an oath about it. But since this whole thing, he saw them arresting other people, he was guilty and he wasn't comfortable and decided to come up and speak. But all other people are saying it's a lie, they don't know anything about the case and all that. So right now, like, the whole thing is not adding up, guys. Like, I've been thinking about this case, like, on a very serious ground. It's only this girl now and God that knows what really happened to her that day. But this guy claimed he used the fire extinguisher on the girl, meaning he was the one that killed the girl. But all these other people you called are denying the fact. So I don't understand. Like, what's your take on it? This guy is saying he didn't know anything about this whole plan. Like, he was brought in and he was even surprised when they used the cane, the stick, to hit the girl, and he was like, what's happening, and all of them were against him. But how come all of a sudden you're still the same person that used the fire extinguisher on the girl? It's not adding up. But it's still the same person that was like, what's happening here? But you're the same person that is using the fire extinguisher on the girl. Like, the whole thing is not just adding up. Like, what do you think? And the landlady is saying a different story, and all of them, like, the whole thing is not just adding up. So what do you think? Do you actually think he's telling the truth or something? Like, is there foul play? Like, what's your take on it? If you are a lawyer, if you're a police, if you are a detective or a psychologist, just go down to the comment section, or anybody, just go down to the comment section and tell me, does it really add up? Like, do you feel there is a foul play? Is there something we don't know? Like, this whole investigation, did you really see anything? Like, do you believe any of this? So, but right now, like, to me, it doesn't just add up. So that's why I came up here to bring up this latest gist for you people. But the whole stuff is that they're preparing to go to court, which we don't know what is going to be decided in the court. But for now, this is the gist. So the pastor was not involved in this whole problem and everything. The pastor was innocent. He wasn't the one that sent the whole corporate to do everything they did. So I don't know if you feel it actually adds up. Go down to the comment section. Let me hear your take too on this matter, because actually I hope and I wish for justice for this girl, in as much as she has died and everything. But we should be able to put to book, like, the people that did the whole thing are supposed to be arrested and justice is supposed to be served. So I don't know. it's just so it's just so sad. But our youth out there, I think we should be more careful, like especially the females, because the males are always like kind of hostiles. I said this in the other video that I don't know if it's the same parents that groomed the females that also groomed the males, because it feels the males are in most cases always hostile to the females. So actually the females too should also like try and be more careful, know where you're going to, don't like enjoy going to places alone. Maybe you're going to read, yes, but at least somebody should be there with you, and if possible your brother, a male counterpart that could easily defend you if there is anything. Yeah, because it's obvious the guys don't really like the girls, so let's just try and be careful. So yeah guys, so that's what I had for you guys today on this channel. If you love my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.